Among the hills of Wufeng in central Taiwan lies the Agricultural Chemicals and Toxic Substances Research Institute, a government agency dedicated to monitoring the use of pesticides in Taiwan and ensuring the safety and quality of its fruits and vegetables. The Agricultural Chemicals and Toxic Substances Research Institute, also known as TACTRI for short, was first established as the Taiwan Plant Protection Center in 1971. It was restructured as a government pesticide and toxicology research institute under the Provincial Department of Agriculture and Forestry in 1985, and subsequently under the auspices of the Council of Agriculture in 1999. The institute focuses primarily on pesticide research. It monitors residues and toxic substances in agricultural products, develops plant protection technologies, provides technical services, and establishes evaluation methods and regulation guidelines to ensure the proper use of pesticides and safety of agricultural products. Under the management of the Director and Deputy Director, around 130 official employees work in 7 divisions and 1 section: residue control, pesticide chemistry, applied toxicology, biopesticide, pesticide application, plant toxicology, technical service, and administration. TACTRI's primary activities include research, regulation, and service. In research, the Institute concentrates on improving plant protection technologies and materials, developing biopesticides, and establishing safety guidelines for pesticides and toxic substances. It researches methodologies to assess genetically engineered product safety, collects new information about pesticides and plant protection, and actively develops more economical, effective, and environmentally friendly methods and materials. In regulation, TACTRI's researchers are trained in pesticide toxicology and plant protection to effectively support pesticide registration and regulation, thus ensuring the quality of pesticides on the market. They assess the safety of genetically modified agricultural products to prevent damage to human beings and nature, and monitor pesticide and toxic residues in products and the environment. In service, TACTRI helps farmers resolve problems and offers guidance to local pesticide producers regarding pesticide export and registration by providing pest diagnosis services and independent assessment in phytotoxicity disputes. It also tests pesticide toxicity and efficacy and analyzes pesticide and toxic substances in imported and exported agricultural products. TACTRI holds training programs and disseminates information to raise farmers' and retailers' knowledge about pesticides. Generally speaking, TACTRI's work can be divided into 4 areas: crop disease, weed and pest control, plant protection material research and effectiveness testing, crop and material safety evaluation, and technical services to farmers, pesticide producers, and other users. Taiwan is located in tropic and subtropic areas with high temperature and humidity, which is suitable for pest infestations. And farmers depend heavily on pesticide applications. TACTRI conducts surveys of insect, plant pathogen, weed, and rodent damage, and investigates the toxicity, toxicology, and efficacy of insecticides, fungicides, and herbicides to establish guidelines for their effective use. It researches improved pest prevention techniques and integrated pest management (IPM) strategies to reduce pesticide usage and agricultural costs. TACTRI employs geographical information and statistical analysis techniques, enabling it to become the Epidemic Information Center responsible for data collection and analysis under the National Epidemic Reporting System. In plant protection material research and effectiveness testing, TACTRI establishes around 30 standardized analytical methods for pesticides every year, ensuring pesticides quality, improving effectiveness, and protecting users. It develops detection reagents to measure pesticide resistance, natural bioactive components, and synthetic insect sex pheromones for traps. TACTRI also develops biopesticides and transgenic microorganism products, collects local Bacillus thuringiensis, entomopathogenic fungi, nuclear polyhedrosis virus, and other superior strains of microorganism, and selects the most effective isolates using genetic engineering technologies. These items' pest control effectiveness in the field is then tested repeatedly to produce biopesticides with market potential. By cooperating with local pesticide manufacturers, TACTRI has developed safer pesticide formulations, including water-soluble paraquat granules, water-dispersible deltamethrin tablets, and capsule suspension phentoate to make applications safer and reduce the risk of organic solvents in pesticides. In crop and materials safety evaluation, TACTRI has developed standard analytical methods for measuring pesticide residues to ensure that the fruits and vegetables we eat are safe, and has established tolerance levels for residues on agricultural products and safe harvest intervals for pesticides. Every year, TACTRI randomly samples around 12,000 fruits and vegetables to monitor pesticide use in Taiwan. It is responsible for certifying orchards for tourism, organic farming products, and products for Certified Agricultural Standards (CAS) approval. To protect the health of farmers and pesticide plant workers, TACTRI conducts pesticide exposure risk assessment for human beings and animals, monitors heavy metal content in soil and products, and evaluates the safety of pesticides in the environment. In the laboratory, rats, mice, guinea pigs, rabbits, chicken, quails, and other mammals are used to test the acute, chronic, and genetic toxicity of pesticides via oral ingestion, skin exposure, inhalation, and eye contact. Researchers use clinical diagnosis, serum biochemical analysis, post-mortem and tissue pathological examination to assess whether pesticides are acutely, lethally, or chronically toxic, or pose a latent risk of cancers, infertility, or birth defects in human beings. Through long-term toxicology research on animals, researchers are also gradually developing technologies to test the safety and functions of dietary supplements or health food. TACTRI has established technologies for non-indigenous plant detection, pesticide damage evaluation, and environmental impact assessment of pollution on crops and ecology for the evaluation and control of damage to agriculture by public contamination, inappropriate pesticide usage, and invasive plant species. In terms of technical services to farmers, the pesticide industry, and other users, TACTRI's Crop Pest Diagnosis Center has served farmers free of charge for over 20 years. It diagnoses over 1,000 samples a year on average. In 2000, TACTRI started a plant epidemic reporting system as part of the National Epidemic Monitoring and Reporting Scheme. TACTRI closely monitors the spread of pests like the oriental fruit fly, noctuity moth, and red fire ant, so that appropriate preventative action can be taken to prevent government and farmers' losses. The Institute provides free data and professional services for assessment of damage by weeds, pesticides, and pollution, as well as arbitration in related disputes. Additional services provided by TACTRI include the establishment of a portal for pesticide registration in Taiwan and a pesticide and plant protection website. It distributes research and educational publications and audiovisual and e-learning products, and also provides assistance in patent applications and the transfer of relevant technologies. The Institute holds various training programs for farmers, pesticide retailers, agricultural college teachers, and others in the agriculture industry. To implement the government's policy of cultivating Taiwan while reaching out to the world, TACTRI has raised Taiwan's pesticide residue testing standards to the levels of Japan and the European Union, and has gained ISO 17025 certification for its residue, agrochemical, and toxicology laboratories. Its dioxin rapid test lab has also received international certification. TACTRI is thus able to offer internationally certified testing services and support the development of Taiwan's agriculture industry. In the future, TACTRI will continue to develop plant protection technologies and materials in order to raise farmers' incomes, establish safe brands of agricultural products to safeguard citizens' health, and raise Taiwan's international competitiveness. Finally, TACTRI aims to protect the agricultural environment in Taiwan and encourage environmentally friendly practices and sustainable agricultural development.